Hi guys, my name's Tamara Chambers and this is Tamara's Never Seen, and today I am doing Groundhog Day. No, that's not. I don't think that's right. So dumb. I'm doing John Wick today. I have been getting from a bunch of people that I should do John Wick, and I looked it up. This is a 2014 movie. Like, of course I didn't see this, but we're gonna try a new series called Tamara Just Saw. I'm serious. Knowing what people are talking about from these Tamara's Never Seen episodes, but then also being like up to date on current movies too. It's just a whole new world, guys. A whole new world. Groundhog and Gremlins 2. Carl Winslow and Die Hard, ooh. I'm wearing Leia buns. I can't flip them. They're holding on by a thread. Here we go. So anyways, I'm doing John Wick today, which I feel indifferent about.
Tamara's Never Seen.
Holy crap, that was so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Here we go, John Wick, so excited. He wasn't doing it for me acting wise. Right at the top, I was like, oh my God, Keanu Reeves, come on buddy. You got this, buddy. His car is amazing though. It's a 69 Mustang. I love old cars. I always say if I had a ton of money, what I would spend my money on is old cars. I used to have a really old car. I think I've shown that in this series before. So Marcus, William Dafoe, comes to John's wife's funeral, and you see that they're friends. This is what I'm talking about, the bad acting. So William Dafoe's like, how you holding up? And Keanu Reeves' John is like, I keep asking myself, why her? It's just so deadpan. I'm just like, all right, well, this is how it's gonna go. Here's the movie. Excellent. Then I wrote down, I'm a crusty bitch for oh God, can I put that in there? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. So then I wrote down, I'm a crusty bitch for making fun of his acting because that dog scene, tears forever. So his wife, like right before she died apparently, sends him this puppy. He starts crying, the acting is amazing, and then, forget everything I just said, you see this dog, and it's so cute, oh my God. And I'm just very excited for them to fight crime together. Or I was. He's at a gas station in his awesome car with his awesome dog, and he runs into some Russian people. They like his car. So one of them asks how much he wants for it, and he's like, it's not for sale. And the guy starts speaking Russian to him, and he's like, Russian, 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 Russian. And John's like, I can speak Russian too. Russian, Russian, Russian. And you're like, oh shoot, this guy's legit. I wrote down, oh my God, he gives her cereal, in reference to Daisy, the dog. Next thing I wrote is, what the f? That is in reference to the Russian guys breaking into his house, beating the shit out of him, and then killing Daisy. Oh my God, I was so upset. This character, Daisy, she just captured every point of being in my body. I just love her so much. I'm so upset. No, 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 no. I said, what the f, what the f, what the f? It's a nice car, but what the f? And then he wakes up from being really hurt, sees the dead dog that his dead wife gifted to him as a way to mourn with someone else. And then the next scene is him burying the dog. No! I feel like I need to say there's spoilers in this because this is just from 2014, so it's kind of new. Maybe you haven't seen it. Back to the Future, I'm like, I don't care, I'm gonna give all the spoilers because they're not spoilers anymore. So this is the story of a man getting back his mother effing car. It's kind of like Taken, but with cars. So the little douche goes, I don't know his name, guys, I didn't learn it while watching the movie. But he goes to his powerful daddy, and but at this time the dad knows now, and the dad's like, so John Wick, dude that you f***ed up, John Wick, that guy, yeah. He is called the Boogeyman, and he's gonna come for you. There's nothing you can do, so get out of my f***ing sight. I'm cursing so much in this episode. Vigo, the powerful daddy. Vigo calls John Wick, because they used to work together. So he calls John, he's like, hey, let's act like civilized humans. John just hangs up on him, and at this point I'm just like, well, your son is dead. He's definitely gonna die. If he doesn't die, I'm gonna be upset. Which is a weird thing that I'm like rooting for this man to kill this little baby child boy who's an idiot, but like, I want him to die. And they set John's character up so well that you're like, yeah, kill whoever. I don't even care who you kill, just kill whoever you want, because I like you. Okay, so then Vigo sends this whole group of 12 men to go take out John so that he doesn't take out his son. And it is an incredible fight scene, lots of gun work, but a lot of like hand-to-hand fighting, which is super exciting to watch. And the most impressive part about this is that he's in a suit the entire time, and he doesn't leave his house. They come to his house, so he just gets dressed up in a suit just to take out these guys. That's the most dapper thing you could ever do, ever. So just... Then the doorbell rings. So John opens the door, and it's this cop named Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, hey John, and John's like, hey Jimmy. So, is it a noise complaint? The cop's like, yeah. He sees all the bodies. He's like, you working? John's like, just working some things out. And he's like, all right, I'll leave you to it. Night, John. And so like people so respect this character. It's not out of fear, it feels like. It feels like just out of admiration. People just really like this guy. Another cool aspect is he calls this number and he's like, I want to make a dinner reservation for 12. This guy comes over and takes care of the 12 bodies. It's such a cool way to do it. Also, he pays for everything with gold coins, which is another mysterious and great aspect of this character. So Vigo offers Marcus $2 million to kill him. I wanted to ask you personally because I know you're friends, but we have something going on and I would like you to be the one to take him out. And he was like, yeah, sure, man, got you. And that made me so sad because he showed up to his wife's funeral and they're friends. And I don't want anyone to kill John Wick. And I know that if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be William Dafoe. So I got sad about that. So John checks into this hotel that you quickly find is this hub for people who do what he does. John finds out where the Sun punk guy is and he goes to kill him. And it turns out to be this weird safe house that's just also a party. There's like strobe lights happening and house music is blaring, which makes the filmography is what I was about to say. Videography? That's the word. The videography really cool in this scene because it's like oons, 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 oons. John kills like it seems like 30 guards who are watching this little punk kid, and and the kid gets away, which is a bummer. John goes back to the hotel where he's staying at, and they have a doctor on retainer because it's full of a bunch of people like John Wick. John got really hurt in this fight, and the doctor's like, you shouldn't move for a long time, but I imagine your work isn't done yet, so just take these pills if you have to. Normally, action films, the doctor's like, don't do anything, and the guy's like, I'm going to anyways, bum bum bum. Then you see Marcus, Willem Dafoe, up with his sniper rifle, so you think he's gonna kill John, but he doesn't kill him. Like, so he's just like watching his back, and it's really cool. All your faith is restored in William Dafoe. I know all of you were worried. John goes to this place that Vigo is fronting as a church, but it's actually storing all of his money, all of his like blackmail files. He goes in, he shoots everyone there, except for this woman who I actually think is at church, which is a dangerous game. Going to church. I don't know where I was going with that. He gets inside this vault, and he sets everything ablaze, and it's victorious and wonderful. So Vigo captures him, and then William Dafoe back at it again with a sniper rifle, takes out the guys who are taking out John, and Vigo's like, don't kill me, I'll tell you where my son is, just let me live. Which is just like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Gives his son's life up so that he doesn't die. Which, I mean, it's the son's fault. I guess maybe I would do the same thing. I'm not trying to be like high and mighty here. I'm just saying it was just like a moment where you're like, oh no, oh my God, that's awful. So John knows where the son is now, goes to him, kills him. Marcus is like, how many times do I have to save you, man? And it's a good friend moment. John is like, well, I'm retired now. And Marcus is like, excuse me, there's a second movie coming out. No, you're not. Then Vigo captures Marcus. John is like, well, the movie's not over yet, folks. Don't think it is. So in a very climactic, action-packed frenzy of a scene, he kills Vigo. They like drop their guns, they fist fight, it's awesome. Then, in literally the best scene of the entire movie, maybe scene in the entire world, he breaks into a pound and takes a pit bull puppy, I want a pit bull so bad, with all of my heart. Don't tell Ike though. This movie had everything. It had good acting, it had good story, it had good action, and it had dogs. Everything. It's the quadfecta of movies. I thought this was just a generic action film that people were telling me I should see because the second one is coming out soon. And I loved this film so much. But like I said at the beginning, this goes up on Saturday. Tamara's never seen this on Saturday. And tomorrow, Sunday, I'm putting up a Tamara Jessa of John Wick 2. I don't think that's the title name, but it's the second one, so. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I am so glad that I watched this film. Thank you so much for telling me that I should watch this. I'll see you tomorrow with John Wick 2, with Groundhog Day 2. And I'll see you guys next week.